So what are we voting on?
Right, that's what I want to know. What are we voting
In
on?
other words, are we voting on 7 million and we don't need SPLOST?
You're voting.
Or,
Okay.
well, let me continue.
Okay.
Or are we voting on this list of things to be funded out of SPLOST, but that money's gonna be used to pay off this other part of this other debt? That is where I'm confused. To me, it sounds like little, I don't know what.
Well, the question is, I mean, the plans are that we will vote on a $5 million SPLOST. The county share will be $3.9 million based on the current projection that we have. Our $3.9 million will be utilized to refund or repay debt for these particular projects that I went over earlier.
Okay, so David just said we're going to vote on the borrowing. Is there going to be an amount in there that tells us how much you're going to borrow?
You have to.
The referendum will list the,
So if it's like it is now, pretend, we're going to say, pretend, you're voting on a $5 million splosh for 6 years. X goes to the city, X goes to Shadell, X goes to county, and you're voting on a $7.5 million borrowing. That's what it's going to say.
yeah, it'll all be in one referendum.
But it is going to say that you're borrowing money.
It has to.
Okay?
And that the 3.9 will go to service that
That's
debt.
it.
Okay?
So you really aren't applying the money that you've got at this list of projects to the splosh.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
No. You're saying you're going to use the splosh to pay the loan off,
Yes.
or whatever, or bonds, or whatever it turns out to be. I think there's a lot of confusion. I think the public will be confused, and I hope you can clarify it in the next 2 meetings.
Well, again, the main thing is that the citizen, that we're gonna ask the citizen, the voters, to vote on a $5 million SPLOST. It will list in detail what that $3.9 million will be for the county, the city of Monticello, and the city of Shadowdale. Also on the referendum, that it will be that the county will be seeking to borrow an X number of dollars. And the funds from that SPLOST will repay that debt.
Now, I'm
But
just,
will it really repay it, or are you still planning on Stanton Springs money?
Stanton Springs and other sources.
but that SPLOST will go towards that and any others that come in. Now, I'm just curious, you mentioned citizens would be confused. Well, we've got a handful of citizens here, and if they'll show their hands, does anybody else not understand what we're saying? If not, please raise your hand.
Oh,
If
we're
you-
talking about all elected officials except 2 people, right? Okay, never mind.
David's on election.
I'm just curious, because they're gonna be voting on it too, so, and they're not in the county, so they're hearing this some for the first time, so.